Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So we're currently in my old room, a bit of a change of scenery, and today I'm going to be telling you guys if I achieved my New Year's resolutions for 2020 and then what my new resolutions are for next year. So this is something that I do pretty much every year because I'm very much a goal-oriented person. I love to set myself goals and challenge myself throughout each year. So every year I write them down in this book. I've got last year's here. I'm going to go through these ones first so then you could see what my goals were for this year and if I achieved them and how. Maybe hopefully throughout this video you guys might get some resolution ideas of your own. So hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get into it. Alright, so my first resolution for 2020 was to get a new job, and I achieved that one. I got a job at the start of the year for only like a couple of weeks because I hated it, and it was at a cafe. And then I got a job at Coles in April, and that one lasted me until about September, I think, and then I left there. I'm kind of like Trish from Austin and Ally, like I just need to shake it up, and it's probably bad, but I have the mentality that why should I be working here being so bored when I could be at home working on my own business, making money for myself rather than filling shelves. Although like Coles was a fantastic job and I'd recommend it definitely if you guys are looking for a part-time job. It's such fair work and all of that stuff, but I've been working casually since I was 13, and so I just needed a break towards the end of this year. But yeah, I much prefer doing my own thing and working for myself than like other things, but each to their own. Next one was to go to Queensland. This one was not achieved, which was out of my control due to COVID, obviously. We had so many travel plans this year. It was going to be the year of travel. That didn't happen. We meant to go on a cruise. We should have been on a cruise right about now. And Queensland, we're meant to do that, but can't do that either. So fingers crossed that we can do it again. Now my next goal was to reach 10,000 subscribers. Somehow, shockingly, I achieved this on 5th of December, and that was just such a surreal moment, and it's just insane that there are 10,000 of you that have subscribed to me and know my name. It's so crazy, but I'm so grateful, and I'm just so excited to see where this all goes to. Alright, next one was to be able to do a pull-up. I've achieved this goal. I can finally do a pull-up. I haven't really tried in a while, but I achieved this one like around the middle of the year. But then I kind of like eased off the gym for a bit, and like with home workouts I prefer doing them. So yeah, I think I can still do one though. Next one was to save $8,000. Close, but not really. Because I didn't have a job for a good amount of time throughout the year, 5 months or so minimum, like I wasn't working. And then also during like a couple months at Coles, I said to them I only want to work every 2 weeks or 1 week on a Sunday because of so much stuff was going on. So yeah, I didn't really have a lot of time to make a lot of money and save it all, especially because I had to buy a new GoPro this year or something. I can't really remember. I know I've broken something this year and had to pay for it. But yeah, I didn't save $8,000, but I'm happy with how much I've saved. The next two were school related, and it was to get an A in biology, which I achieved. That was in year 12 biology, and then also get an A for an English essay. And my first essay of the year, I sat down on the couch for 6 hours without moving, trying to fix this essay, and I was crying. I couldn't do it. It was horrible. Like, I can't write essays to save my life. And somehow I managed to pull out an A. So thank you to my amazing teacher that I had this year for helping me, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. Next one was to get my L's, and after 3 tries I managed to get it. I'm close to getting my P's, but also not that close. Yeah, I still don't really like driving a lot. My next goal was to go surfing. No, I didn't really get a chance to do that because I just didn't really get to go to a beach that had surfboards, and last time I went to something like that I lost my GoPro, so I'm a little bit traumatized. Get monetized. Oh! YouTube monetized. So yeah, my next goal was to get monetized, and I got monetized a couple days before my birthday this year. So I've been monetized for about 12 months now. I get my first YouTube paycheck. I got that in February, which was awesome. and just crazy to think that like what started off as a hobby and a little something to try and help people is now like able to be considered a little job for me. It's crazy. My next one was to stand up for myself at school, and I did this in many circumstances. She's been quite tough with drama. I don't know, it's just been a whole bloody lot. What I've learned is that you're never going to do right by every single person, so just don't let all the drama get to you. Stand up for yourself, don't let people walk all over you. And my last resolution, which wasn't really a goal, and I just wrote this one as kind of like a little joke thing. I wasn't taking it seriously. It was just, you know, see what happens and see if this year this will happen. But trust me, I wasn't going around this year looking for a boyfriend or anyone. That's not me. I made a video in the start of the year literally saying how scared I am of getting a boyfriend. My resolution was to get a boyfriend. I don't really know why I wrote that, to be honest, but somehow I managed to get an amazing boyfriend after many, many years of rejection. I'm still like just shocked that there's actually like a male on this earth that I like, that likes me back. Like that never really works out. So they were all my resolutions for last year, and I'm pretty happy with how I've achieved them. Now moving on to 2021. What are my goals for next year? First of all, get a 90 or above ATAR. As you may know, I'm going into year 12 next year, and I really want to get a 90 ATAR just for myself. I don't really need it for any uni courses, but I just want to set myself that challenge and work as hard as I can, get the best grades possible, because I want to finish off my time at school well. Next one, carried on from last year, is to go surfing. I really want to try surfing again because I really want to go through them fancy waves, but that'll take a little bit of time. I don't know, I like surfing and paddleboarding, and I just love everything about the ocean. My next one is to fly in a plane, so like whether that be like a holiday or with Luca, whatever, I just want to go on a plane next year. I miss going on planes. Alright, now, my next two are more on the environmental side, and it is to use a lot less plastic, so whether that be buying things that come in plastic, not buying water bottles, which I don't really do. This was the first year in 3 years that I've brought a plastic water bottle, but I buy ones that are recycled and I recycle them. And also use like less bags in the shops. I never use plastic bags in the shops, but yeah, just less of that stuff. And then also just to be more environmentally friendly in general. I don't really have anything specific for that one yet, but yeah, I just want to find new ways to be more environmentally friendly. Next up is to start my fitness training group classes in the park. So that's something I was going to start like late this year, but with Corona and then school got really hectic, it just was not going to happen. So I'm hoping to start it like either January or February, maybe when it's not like peak summer, maybe it's a little bit cooler. But yeah, just got to find the peak days and stuff. I'm so close to being finished with that though. Next is to get one of my small businesses going. So I've got a couple ideas of little things that I want to organize. It's just a matter of me actually making the products and stuff. Next one is to save up $20,000 in my bank. So I'm like 3/4 of the way there. So yeah, I just want to save a little bit more, because then when I finish year 12 I want to travel. I don't know if I can go to New York instead of schoolies because of Corona, but when I do travel I want to be able to have a good amount of money, so then I'm comfortable going overseas. Kind of on similar note to this, so Luca and I are doing this challenge. So every time you get a $5 note in change, you are not allowed to spend it and you have to save it. So whether that be like, you know, at the shops and they give you $5 change. With only notes, you have to put it in a little piggy bank or something and not touch it, and then at the end of the year you see who has saved the most. And like that's just like a random fun little saving challenge that we found on TikTok. So far I've got 2 $5 notes from Boxing Day and he's got 1, so I'm in the lead. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see this time next year how much $5 notes I've saved. My next one is to get my P's. So I could have got them in January 14th, but haven't done enough hours, and I started driving lessons late, so it's not going too well, but we'll get there. Like, it'll just make life so much easier for me. I won't need to rely on mum or dad to drive me places, and I can get to places myself. Right, next one is a bit general, but it is to get more sleep, because yeah, sometimes I just stay a bit too late. especially for school. Like when school comes around, Paris, I want to go to sleep by 11 and wake up at 6:45. I want to get back into my early morning wake ups. I miss that. I now wake up at 7:40. I used to wake up at 6 o'clock. Do yoga once a week is my next goal. I've got the yoga app. I've like got my subscription and stuff. Well, I've got a free subscription now because of school. Like I love doing yoga and it's so relaxing. Even if it's just for 10 minutes a night, I just want to do it at least once a week. And my next one is to do more small acts of kindness. So one a week, I got to be conscious of it and think of something nice I can say or do for someone, and then I'm going to write it down in this book, and then I can go through and see what I've done this year. Because being kind costs nothing. You never know, like how you treat someone could really make or break someone's day. Next one is to get another academic award. Next year is the last chance I have of getting an academic award, like my final one. Fingers crossed, just to finish off my streak. And then my last one is subscriber base. Like I've never been one to care about the numbers or want to have this many people. It's more of just like a general thing, just to see how much I can grow and expand my channel and expand into different areas. I mean, it'd be cool to see if I could reach 50,000. I know that's quite a lot, but such a huge number. But you never know what will happen. But yeah, it does not bother me how many subscribers I have. All that matters to me is the people that I'm helping and the community that I'm building around my channel. Numbers don't matter, but just a little goal to have. So they are all my resolutions for 2021. It's crazy to think that this year's over. It's been a long one. Hopefully with a fresh sort of slate, we can all look forward to having more goals and more opportunities this year, and hopefully things get better from here on. Yes, next year is next year, but going into a new year just doesn't wipe away all the problems in the world. We've still got to, work on looking out for each other, being safe and being healthy. But I hope you guys have an amazing new year. Comment down below what one of your New Year's resolutions are. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll see you all in my next video.